Alright, so... Yeah. Before you sits the Oracle, surrounded by its elements. Your party seeks its future, a quest that bids them to distant lands shrouded in mystery. That should be their elements. A quest that bids them to distant lands is shrouded in mystery. The Oracle asks you what within you draws you to this journey, proffering cards before them. Cards. So, Oracle, take your card and introduce yourself. I have to find... Where's Souls? There we go.
So you're the Oracle?
Yes, I'm the Oracle, as the GM.
Okay, I figured, but...
No, it's good to... Alright, so I'm gonna flip that and have a look at it. Can I, like, see it closer?
You can, if you hold out while hovering over it, you'll get a zoomed in thing.
Cool. So, this is the Oracle of Blood and Gold. They see all things, but cannot leave this place. All who seek their wisdom will eventually pay a tithe. Cool. Now, what does it say to do on the walls next? Then, lay out all class, talent, and soul cards, and 5 random artifact cards. So, I'm gonna... can I just flip the whole thing? Actually, y'all can look through souls. Each person take a soul card, and one of the... One? Yep, you each pick one soul card, so that it'll say soul. And then one of the 4 class cards, sword, coin, wand, or cup. Talk amongst yourselves about who you'd like to be. And I will set out some artifact cards for you to choose as well. 1, 2...
Okay, one thing at a time, I guess.
4, yeah.
So can we pick any soul, or the first 4 we pick and then can swap them between each other?
So you should have a soul and one of the classes. So that's...
yes, but from the deck...
Yeah.
Can we shuffle through the deck to pick what we want, or do we take 4? Okay.
I would just lay them out in front of you, like, flipped, really, normally.
So the sword, the coin, the wand, and the cup.
Oh, we can search. Okay.
Yeah, search them, yeah. Like, put them into your space. I'm gonna call this corner the Oracle corner.
Yeah, if you make this a real thing, you might have to try. Yeah,
create a custom like board or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you should be able to like make your character into a little deck in front of you. So you should have a deck of like 2 cards.
A deck. Okay. I would like this one. Oh, it went into my hand. That shouldn't.
That's your hand is fine. Your hand is great.
Okay. It's okay if I pick that one. Wait.
Yeah, talk to the others. Like, yeah. What is it?
The worn desires of a creative spirit, tortured by the bounds and limitations of flesh.
Cool.
Can't seem to pick one up.
I think because you're still searching?
You can drag them out of the...
Search window?
You should drag them out of the window on the right.
Doesn't seem to be taken for me.
Alright, you know what I'm going to do then? Hold up. Everyone just close the search window. And I'm going to do it this way instead. Flip. Cool. I'm just going to do this. You should be able to alt over them and see them. And... there we go.
This is kind of like a role-playing game, right?
This is a role-playing game, yep. So what you're doing currently is building your character.
I'll try my best.
An intricate talent.
So the 4 for Chad are Wand, the Savant, ability, take the advantage by surprise. The Sword, the Strategist, find advantage through insight. Opportunity, insight. we've got the cup is the priest. The ability is to hear or be heard by mortal spirits or gods. And the coin is the broker. Ability provides supplies needed in hand.
I would like the wand. If no one else wants it.
And I might take the sword if no one wants it.
I'm just putting them here, and I'll put them in my hand later.
And then there are 5 artifacts. You can each choose one. They are the bow, strike the target before it can retaliate or escape. The staff, a humble walking stick in the hands of the familiar. The scythe, a tool of harvest, dangerous in the wrong hands. The little sword, a nimble blade to respond to threat. And the big sword, a blade that takes strength to wield. So everyone can take one of those artifacts.
I would like the staff if no
So
one else.
everyone's logged up to Final Fantasy.
Nah, I got kicked off for some reason.
Oh, out of the game.
Oh damn.
Oh, Kira's still here.
Yeah.
Kira. Want to bring Palace over there? Kenny. Kenny can come too.
I'm playing a thing.
We can also do a little Kenny after.
Okay. Do you have 2 slots?
Hmm.
Do you want to do just those 2 or do you want to match up?
I say we match. But let me just delete
I think I might stick to my form. Does anyone want the big sword?
You want to go from 51?
yeah, sure.
I might take it.
Awesome.
I'm making
Is there a guy here where I can
So
pick
the
one up?
little sword is the one that's left.
Probably, yeah. Do you want to withdraw from the duty real quick? Just look
So I'm going to
for...
chuck that back in
yeah,
the
and
artifact stack.
arms with them.
Measure.
Yeah, over here.
I got moved.
You can say you can keep them in a deck. You can keep them in your hand. It doesn't matter as long as you know what they are.
And then just hit repair all.
That's good for that.
You just try to remember to do that between dungeons and you'll never really, like, have anything break. Of course, I forget all the time and the mission breaks.
That's cool.
Then you become a quick one, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, you definitely want yourself to be broken.
In WoW, it's exactly the same.
This is
When
weird.
you get breaks, you may as well be like naked and
Yeah.
using no weapon at all.
So,
Playtest means feedback, right?
Yes.
Does that include feedback over tabletop sim mechanics?
Like if it's tabletop sim stuff, yeah. Like if there's a better way to do things.
No, it's I believe if cards on someone's hand, other people are supposed to be able to see the backs of it.
Okay, it doesn't
And-
matter for this, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Because
It's just,
you should all be able to
they
see
look
each other's cards
transparent.
anyway, so that's fine. Yep, that's all okay. Because you're a team. I'm the one that is the one that is
Okay.
hidey and sneaky.
How dare you?
All right, so I will read some more from. So travelers, each choose 1 class card, 1 talent card, 1 soul card, and 1 artifact card. So you've done that. Now-
Artifact.
Artifact. All right, so the last one to do is to get a talent card each. So you should be able to right click on the talents, search, and just pick one of those and drag it into your drag it in, and you should be able to do that. If it's not working, let me know.
Oh, help me, Brandon.
I can't make them bigger
This is where the thing is.
in my church.
Sorry, Spaceship, you're a bit quiet. I didn't hear that.
Sorry, I was saying I can't make them bigger or interact with them when I search.
Ah, right.
My
Okay,
take
let
would
me.
be that it takes a little to load. I did that the first time I went into a deck in this game.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll bring you back to the Phoenix.
Because I can do the thing where we flip it over again. It's just that it's like there's a lot.
Yeah,
13
there's
cards.
13 of them, yeah.
Oh, this guy has resurrection, of course. Like, I'm gonna let him receive it.
I will be.
Oh, I'm level 60,
Paladin
so
crying.
I need to be 64 to raise.
She says, being unable to drag the card.
Oh,
for
shit.
fuck's sake.
Sorry. That was
fine. That's okay.
next.
Alright, we fixed it. Alright. So I'm going to deal to all.
I can heal. I should have healed you.
Happen again.
I was more focused
Did
on
you
my
get it?
chilling, like, oh,
That
yeah, look at action here.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Action.
Hey,
Does anyone want
Cammy, are you
Project?
able to turn on push to talk?
Oh, yeah.
We're just getting a
Maybe.
lot. We're hearing everything in the background is all.
It's a bit, yeah.
You got too good a microphone.
I wonder if only on one.
How did you say you fixed your deck searching problem?
Woman?
How was it that you said that you were able to like fix the thing where you couldn't search the deck?
It just wasn't loaded at first, and then it was.
Oh, it just took a while. Right.
Yeah. But right now I can't drag a card out of it, so I'm thinking maybe only one person can do that at a time.
Right. Maybe anyone.
Seems like it might be a permissions thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so. By the way, you can set it so people can't flip the table.
How do I do that?
In options, like only the master has access to those.
Permissions. Table flip.
Yeah,
Come
for sure.
when you've done that, and I'll demonstrate.
Yep. So now the table flip is done. Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't strong enough.
It's okay, like, this guy can res pretty much infinitely. I mean, infinitely, yeah, like, you know, as long as he manages his MP. And that refills by itself.
Someone
so.
get me the crime card. I can't seem to drag it out of the thing.
Sure. Crime.
Dankeschön.
Bitteschön.
Infinitely with a few provisos. Yeah, I am hurting. Yeah, let me get you some of this. Oh, what am I doing?
Oh. I can see things now.
Oh, great.
Did something change?
No.
Weird.
Maybe on your side.
Yeah, it must have just finally loaded or something.
Yeah. I mean, did you have to download like all of the cards, perhaps?
That's the thing.
Though they're pretty low resolution, so. Oh no! Every one time you can.
It'll just drop back on. the
Oh,
thing
will
if
it?
you do
Okay,
that.
cool. Is that mentalism there? Yeah, cool.
No dropping mental abilities off the table.
Damn it, Gabby.
I dropped it into my deck.
Nice, good job.
Oh yeah, that worked.
Cammy's got mentalism. Jade has lycanthropic. Space Taco has strange tongue, and Kiara has crime. Excellent. Cool,
It's
cool,
a
cool.
shame I can't be level 64.
Right.
Yeah,
So
then
next
I would
up,
be better at resurrecting on the summoner. If I have swift cards.
all right. So yeah, what I want you to do is I want you to describe yourself and the specifics of your talent and your artifact. You do not have to give yourself a name, but you can do so if you wish. So who are you? I'm the Oracle of bone and gold, of blood and gold, in my weird tent in a
Sure, would I do
cabin
that?
somewhere. What do you look like? What does your artifact look like? How did you get your special talent?
The order doesn't matter, right?
Nope.
Okay. So my character is grew up like on the streets,
Okay.
and even though she has creative spirit, creative soul, she has not been able to express that due to limitations of her life. She has learned to take make people underestimate her and take them by surprise.
I can't believe my skill threw me straight into it.
Awesome. That's really cool. Cammy, can you just have a look at the push talk thing again for me? 'Cause,
I thought I did.
Oh, it's not doing it for us at the
So
moment.
I've got press and hold space key to temporarily unmute yourself selected.
Oh, I don't know why that's...
Maybe it's a toggle.
I didn't catch that.
No, it's not doing anything. That's weird.
A red weapon.
Hang on.
Can we try using the?
Are you referring to that guy's bow?
Just using the talk in the.
So when you reach a certain level,
then push the talk through the in-game
I
chat.
think you gotta like max it out.
That sounds quite...
Oh, I had to mute myself first, manually, and then
Oh my god.
hit space.
Oh, right. Okay, sure. All right. That works.
That is
That
weird.
we've got that figured out.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right.
I'll continue.
Yes, continue. I would love to hear more.
My walking stick does not match my appearance or my life. It is strangely ornate, and it's very well crafted. It was a gift. Through my life on the street, I had to survive, so I learned the ins and outs of crime.
Awesome. That's cool. I like that it's a gift, not something you stole. That's nice.
If it had been something I stole, I would have sold it. It was a
Fair.
gift, so I value it.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Who else has a description of their character?
If no one else has one, I will. I'll go. So Angharad was a shaman of one of the northern peoples. She started traversing the land when something started feeling incredibly off to her, and the spirits of the land guided away from the tribes. She had an affinity with beasts and was bitten by a more benevolent form of werewolf. As much as she's in command, she's in a constant back and forth between her responsibilities as a shaman, her instinct as a human, and this new thing that manifests itself from time to time.
Cool. I love it. Yeah. What's your bow like?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
I have a big sword.
Oh, you have the big sword. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing, wrong deck.
No, it's fine.
What's your big sword like?
The big sword is it's a very simple, practical iron sword, but as much as it's one-handed, it's still very heavily weighted. There's no real ornamentation. This is very much a a working tool and a self-defense weapon first, and nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Awesome. Does anyone know? Did someone else want to give us a
Yeah,
description?
I'll jump in with mine. So, I'm a centaur, a priest of the forest, able to speak with animals with my strange tongue, ruled by fear and love. My bow is a simple willow branch, and my own tail hair has the strings.
Cool.
I'm a priest. I was blessed to be able to hear mortal spirits and gods,
Awesome.
as well as the animals.
That's cool. I love it. Awesome. Cammy. Is the push to talk working for you, Cam?
Oh dear.
Oh, I have to be clicked in the Zoom call to unmute.
Oh, that's
Oh, no.
ridiculous. Oh, okay. Well, we've learned.
Okay, so I am the son, the child of a humble storekeeper who was friends with everyone in the village, and also his wife was Death.
That's
And
awesome.
so I inherited her scythe and his general store, and so now, because I like helping people, I reap the souls of hungry capitalist lizard men.
Okay, cool, awesome. I love it.
I like it.
All right. So
When I see economic injustice, I go out of my way to fuck them up.
excellent. That sounds awesome. All right. So I need to find a locale and an encounter for you. So for your start and end, let me do that. Have these been? Can I shuffle them? Interesting. All right. Let me grab one off the top and then look at it. Flip it over. Okay, you start in the swamp. Horrible swarms occupy the dry ground and the wet. So that's
Oh, I
where
don't like that.
Yep. And then I'm going to just grab one at random for... Oh wait, that's a locale. I need a not a locale. And there we go. And so you're going from the swamp to... Sorry, I didn't mean to give that to you, Jed. Sorry. So you're starting in the
fine,
swamp,
friend.
and you... these two cards show where the travelers begin their journey and where they will find what they seek. Make them explain both these things to you. Travelers, explain to me. You start in the swamp, but you will find what you seek at the Raging Elements? What does that mean? What do you seek that it has been taken by the Raging Elements? How did you start in this swamp? I assume that's where I live. Is it part of your homeland?
Maybe we sought you out because we did not know that the raging elements has what we seek.
And I've turned the card over showing the Raging Elements. What is it that the Raging Elements have?
The ability to help us make the swamp less shit.
Right, cool. So you need to find the Raging Elements and convince them to help you on your quest to...
Because our town is in the swamp.
Yeah, right. So the swamp has risen up around your homeland and your town. It's taken the woods, it's taken the town, it's taken the fields, and it has just absorbed all of these things into its icky black mire. The creatures of the woods call out for aid, and the farmers and townspeople find their fields fallow. All right, so I'm going to turn over. So the Oracle turns over cards from the deck of trials, laying them out and telling them the tale. Cool. Do I get a peril card to start with? I'm just checking. So I get 1 peril to start with. Deal to... I can't deal to me, I guess. I will just grab 1 then, and I'll put it over here in my little pile.
Yeah.
Corner.
You might want to like just make the GM have a player position, and when you finish this,
Is it too late to change the size of the table?
How do we do that?
I don't know. I've never done that.
Okay, let's...
Hold on a second. Dr. Google.
yeah.
I like this because I can provide thoughtful illustrations.
Yeah, and like you can use the text tool to actually like write down notes about like I don't know if you can write on the cards. I would like that if you could. I don't know if tabletop.
There's each player gets in the notebook 1 page to themselves.
Oh, great, cool, that'll work.
On their collar if they want to
Yeah.
use that.
So you can
Okay,
use
it
your
looks like
notebooks
it's
to-
possible through mods.
Oh, I don't want to do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So for now,
just give me a
this is
second.
my
I'll
corner
double
over here.
check.
I thought you could have like a poker table and a
You
pool
can, but
table.
not after you've created it. I think.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
No, definitely not after you create it.
All right. I have my little. I'm gonna check that out. Can I put into my deck? How do I rotate it? Rotate.
Q and E.
Hang on, I'll get this thing into my... There.
Oh shit.
Great, awesome. I got my
Never split
little
party.
GM deck. And then I can be like, there we go. Cool. I got the oracle on top. Great, excellent. So let's deal our first encounter. Let's do a thing where, and this is a thing that like I haven't got to do because like, let's put the raging elements at one end, and the swamp at the other. I'll put the swamp here. I'll leave the swamp here because like it can stay there.
And this is nice drawing.
And then we can have like the raging elements, and then no, that stays there. 40. No, all of the artifacts can come up here. All of the artifacts.
You have to hold your mouse over while selecting them for a little.
There we go. Cool. So we have like a little like line of our travels. So, the swamp is our first location. Let's see what happens. What's the first thing that will happen on your journey? Draw that out, and I will flip it. You'll travel from the swamp to the city. Busy streets and bustling crowds provide cover for quick fingers and quicker blades.
So obviously this is a neighboring city that we've struck out to find help.
Yep. Yeah. As you're traveling though, you like through the like markets and things. Someone, I think, feels a tug at their purse. Who is it?
Someone in our party?
Yeah, one of you. Who is it that like notices that?
It's not me. I'm used to life on the street. I know how to not get pickpocketed.
Maybe you're the one that notices then, because you like this is the thing, right? Like so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say whoever it is that is getting pickpocketed. It can be Yukiara, or it can be anyone else who wants to put up their hand. Is going to face the challenge.
I think, in a narrative sense, I should probably get pickpocketed since I come from more of a nomadic area than like a huge hustle bustle area.
Yep, sure, cool. So,
we have to deal with this in some way.
yeah, exactly. So this is
Because I have an idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, or you can just let them take your shit, right? Like,
I mean, I have an interesting idea. I think.
yeah. What is your interesting idea?
So I watch within the pocketed.
Mm-hmm.
Note where the thief puts it away, and steal it right back without them noticing.
Awesome, I love it. So
And then two streets later, I give it back to
Yeah.
Jay.
So yeah, I say, what will you do? You'll do that. Cool. The travelers answer with their intention, and the oracle continues the tale, telling of the outcomes of such actions. If the outcomes are trivial or obvious, the oracle's words are enough. But outcomes that matter are not so clear and must be decided by hand. So it matters to you whether or not you as a group lose this item that's being pickpocketed.
I don't know. It's not my item, apparently.
I'd say to make this a sort of an oak fetish. It's not inherently worth anything beyond a little bit of gold filigree at the bottom, but all said and done, Angharad is still a shaman, and that fetish is probably very important.
Yeah, cool, awesome. I love it. So, if it's important, then let's do a hand. So, I'm going to consider the peril cards I have before me and select as many as I feel appropriate. So, give me a second to look at my cards. I have one that is important, so that is appropriate. So I'm going to add that in there.
Oh no.
And then, so I've said how much is the appropriate challenge. You're in the city, but you're not breaking the law, so that doesn't add an additional peril, so that's fine. And so I say this is the current hand: city and failure and dispossession. So those are both red. They would be bad outcomes for you. Now, the traveler facing the challenge, which it sounds like it's you, Kiara.
So.
Yep. Offers cards from their character deck, whichever they believe may help them in address the challenge present. You can always offer your soul card, and then anything else that makes sense.
What does offering a card do? Like, do I lose it?
You do not. You will not lose You will not lose it. No. This is just about like working out what fictionally makes sense, and working out the odds.
I think these both apply.
So what have we got? We got wand, take the advantage by surprise, certainly, and pick marks, locks, and pockets. That certainly seems appropriate as well. And yes, you can always put your soul card in.
I should do that, even when I don't feel it's all that relevant.
Yeah. It's basically I always get to put in the current encounter card, and you always get to put in the soul card.
Okay.
Is the way that works. You don't have any wounds, so you don't have to offer them to me. I'm accepting both of your, all three of your offers. They will make sense to me.
I could have used the staff, but then I couldn't have used crime.
Yeah, it wouldn't quite be the same. It would be different. It needs to be. This is the thing, right? Like you have to tell the fiction in such a way that your cards will come into play.
Okay.
Cool. So, I think the fiction you've told definitely does that. So I'm going to chuck that in there. Chuck that in there. Cool. And then I'm going to flip this. And I'm going to shuffle it. And then I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Kiara, which one? Kiara, flip which one you want to do.
We'll take the surprising option, which is the center one.
Excellent. Cool.
It's my soul.
Yeah, you're successful. You steal back this item, and I think the thief like gets a few steps away. So let's just flip all those others back over and put them back in the places they belong. So take your cards back, and I will take my little red one there back.
Oh, that was nice. I like that.
So we got city. Okay, so that's still there. That's still not, so yeah. This you grab back this fetish with a little bit of gold filigree, and yeah, this urchin, she wanders she like scampers a few feet ahead of you in the alleyway with like rats and like this is like she's gone down into a rat and like mosquito infested alleyway. Even here, the swamp is starting to make its way into the city. And she oh no, we lost Jade.
I'm still here? Question mark?
It says that you dropped out of the game.
I should be able to.
You should be able to rejoin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She notices that like her prize is missing, and she like slides to skids to a stop, and then like turns and looks around. Are you trying to avoid her seeing you, Kiara?
If I can see her while it's happening, I smile at her.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So yeah, she like looks at you for a moment and is like, you stole from me. Give that back.
I do not believe that to be correct. Sorry.
That was in my pocket, and you picked it.
It was in my friend's pocket.
Yeah, and
I picked it.
She's like, your friend that, and she like looks at you for a moment. And she's like, you don't look like a country type.
I'm not.
What you doing traveling with? What you doing traveling with weirdos like that?
Well, life is strange, and sometimes you have need of people with skills other than yours.
She's like, you got pretty quick fingers. We probably got use for your skills. There's good money.
Thank you, but money is not what I'm looking for right now.
She's like, all right. Well, she's like, yeah, and she like kind of looks you up and down and is like, well, if you change your mind, come talk to me first, because we get a commission for bringing new people in.
I'll do that. Just that.
And she's like, yeah, and she's like, my name's Moira. And she's like, what's yours?
Capri.
She's like, all right. Yeah. I think that's like a solid resolution of that. Like I can't think of any further escalations. So I think
I bear no ill will. I was in a position once.
Yeah, she's I think she definitely seems to appreciate that. Cool. All right. Let's see what happens next.
Try not to take the focus on the next one.
No, that's okay. That's cool. We'll share it around. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh heck! All right.
Try to be aware of that, I guess.
Wow. So yeah. I think as Kiara's as the wand is like off chasing this child, this young woman, Jade, Sword, I think you
Yes.
are the you are the sword, right?
Yep.
I think you pick up like your spider sense tingles, right?
Yeah.
And I think the Queen probably also notices this as well due to their mentalism. But yeah, that like your spider sense tingles, something approaches in the middle of the marketplace. Some dark force is wandering through. Do you want to try and like get a read on it before it makes itself known, or are you happy to let it like do its thing until it becomes like more noticeable?
I'm going to put my werewolf schnozzle to use and try and sniff the problem out.
Cool. All right. So do you turn into a wolf when that happens, or Do you just...
Probably don't want to freak everybody out. It's more just using, trying to get a feed on everything just by using sensors.
Yeah, cool. All right. I'm going to throw this onto that little pile there. So there's two cards from me. And yeah, what do you want to put forward?
Okay.
Why do you keep drawing those
And
red
the other thing is, other people can join in. It just means that as soon as more than one person is doing it, we add the Discord peril card, this one. So if one person joins in, that gets added, then anyone else can also join in to help, if they can explain how they're helping.
I'm busy stealing things back, so I can't help you.
Yeah, it sounds like you're busy.
So
I can sense things beyond sight.
Yeah, cool. All right. Do you want to throw that in?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
And you can always throw in your soul, was the thing?
You can everyone can always put their soul in. So if we're doing that, I'll check that in there. We'll put so what does your mentalism look like as you sense things beyond sight? How do you sense this dark omen?
I think I can see souls on people.
Because you have like the Reaper's
Yeah.
scythe. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah. Do we see anything of your do we see what it looks like, what the market looks like through your eyes?
I guess so. You just see like the size and the color of people's souls, and then one looks kind of not right, I guess.
Yeah, what do souls look like when they are like what do healthy souls look like, and what do the souls
Healthy souls
sinful
look like just like a hazy aura, but then unhealthy souls look like, so normal souls, so whether or not they're good or evil or people or whatever, they just look as you'd expect hazy aura souls to look like. But people who have weird souls that trigger my senses look like they're glitching, like they go kind of pixely and have weird fonts in them. And
yeah, right, cool, awesome. So yeah, I think what you notice, I think the thing that like you noticed initially, like apart from like without being able to read any information from it yet, I think you're like, you just get that like tinkle of like glitchiness just in the back of your head, and then I'll give you information based on like how well you do when you draw things. If you have a thing that gives for instance something's say plus promise. Plus promise means that you can play this card into the situation and then play another extra promise card in when you have the more specific version. So for instance, yeah, you like, for instance, the big sword gets an extra bonus when you're fighting a gargantuan foe and things like that. So
I think I'm good because I can also sway minds and full senses, so that might be more useful than
yeah,
bopping
at the
heads.
moment we're just like trying to get information. So it looks like I've got 3 cards on the table from Jade. Is that what's happening?
Okay. Since my wolfy senses are going a bit wacko.
Yeah.
Is it alright if I used the sword card to tap Cammy's character on the shoulder and say, there might be something a bit mystical going on. Can you see beyond the flesh?
Yeah. Well, I think you should chuck I think if you're offering lycanthropic sword and soul, I think all of those can go into our little pile here with along with mentalism. So I'm going to chuck mentalism into the pile.
But
Mental.
Cammy could add her soul to this as well, right?
Yes, she could if she wanted to.
Yep, theoretically. Like something with what is it? A coin. Like not to interdict or overrun Cammy here, but I could also ask Cammy for just something like a magical protection, like when I feel for my fetish and realize it's gone.
Oh no, I still haven't given that back.
Yep.
Does that count as a supplies needed in hand?
If you're being asked for it, then yes.
Okay.
Cool. In which case, I will not put that peril in because you have got a magical protection.
I hand them like a voodoo doll for some unspecific origin that doesn't really relate to them, but it's definitely magic.
Okay, what is that voodoo? What is it about the voodoo doll that it provides magical protection?
It's got a little knight, and he's got a sword and shield.
Does he protect you, or is he like a version, or is he like an image of the sword?
It's that the voodoo doll kind of protects the person with themselves.
Yeah, right. Cool. So they're a defender.
An opposite doll.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Cool. Well, if we have a hand, I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna There's lots in this hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Jade, you're the one that is picking one of those for me.
Got a good feeling about this one.
Cool. Flip it over.
Oh
no! The party is split by the drama, and you don't succeed. Yeah. The two of you engaged in like trying to like magically protect yourself and all of these sorts of things don't notice as the priest just gets pulled into a curtain. You feel let me flip those so we can all get our cards back. Discord goes back up here. The Dark Mage is still our current thing. So, Priest of the Forest, you feel the taint of rot grasp your flesh as you are pulled into a tent, into a stall, and your nostrils are filled with thick, oily scents of strange incenses that are not made from this world. And yeah, you feel and these hands that are cold like a dead thing and sharp like a thing that never lived. This figure with pulls you into this tent and throws you onto a carpet, and pulls back its hood to reveal a face stitched onto a long dead body that smiles at you with some horrible grimace as it starts to chant and holds its hand out, attempting to like the edges of the rug start to curl up to try and entangle you in them. What do you do? What will you do?
What will I do?
This is what's going to happen in the future.
Like I'm hearing this from God at this moment.
I mean, this is the thing, is that I'm telling your future. I am the Oracle.
You are the Oracle.
This is all what's going to happen if you all embark on this quest.
Even though you warned us. Interesting.
Yeah, at the end of the game, you get the choice. Do you go on the quest or not?
I see.
Well,
So-
what you do is this dark mage unleashes, attempts to entangle you in a, dusty, musty old foreign, oriental rug.
I think I would strike out with my bow to try and interrupt the mage. Since presumably I can't get close to him if the rug is starting to curl around me, but if
It's
I can
already got,
distract him
your
long enough,
ankles, yeah.
then I could escape.
Cool. Awesome.
As I am ruled by fear and love, I think fear has taken the wheel and is lashing out.
Awesome. Cool. So, so let me look at your cards. You're offering the bow, and your soul. Excellent. Do you have any others? I'm not adding anything to this one, but I think there will be the extra peril because you get an extra peril when you have no magical protection.
Could I use my ability to take the advantage by surprise to be helping here?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Then I would like to put in my soul.
So how are you surprising here? What is surprising about what you do?
It's pretty simple. I come up behind the dark mage and whap him with my stick.
Cool.
But
Excellent.
they
I
aren't
love it.
expecting it.
Yeah. Cool. I love it.
Unbeknownst to the other two members of the party,
Yeah.
Kira Capri?
Capri is what I called my character. Yeah.
Yes. Had noticed the priest being taken by the dark mage as she returned from recovering the fetish.
Excellent. So yeah, the great thing
Oh,
about
does that mean I have the fetish?
you do currently have it. Yeah.
Would that protect? Is be magical protection?
That does mean that I'm not putting that thing in for no magical protection. You have the fetish. Right? Like, this is the thing. This game is all about fictional positioning.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, and the great thing I love about the wand is that, like, appear behind someone and hit them is surprising once. It's not surprising if you do it repeatedly, because you have to surprise everyone, including yourself. Right?
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
So yeah, that's I love that element of it. Cool. So if you
How
all,
challenging.
we have got the little pile here where you can see where my hand is. Can you all put your cards into that for me? Great. All right, I'm gonna flip these over. I'm gonna shuffle them, and then I'm gonna deal them out. All right, there are 7 cards there. Choose one. Spaceship Taco.
Let's go with this one. Flip.
Hey, nicely done. Yeah, whose soul is that?
Mine.
Yeah. All right. So Kiera, you just appear behind this like horrific dark mage, and just hit him in the back of the head with your with your walking stick, and there's just this like thunk like noise of like a coconut being hit, and we see like the like weird glowing pit eyes of the mage like roll back into his head, and he just falls forwards onto the carpet. There is still the smell of like this oily. Yeah, take your cards back. There's still the smell of this like horrible oily incense masking the scent of death that like oozes off of the mage. And yeah, all around you there are like strange amulets and like incense burners and all of these sorts of things. And yeah, the mage appears to be out cold. Get it? Because he's dead. What will you do?
So, it means I haven't dealt with the mage yet.
I mean, like, if you, like the question I'm asking is like, yeah, like, fictionally, what will you do?
I think the priest quickly rolls the mage into the rug.
Nice.
As he was trying to do to me.
Yep. Like, now you've got the traditional body in a rug, which is like, you know, the trope. Good job.
Well done.
Yeah, what do you do with the body? Is it going to wake up? We don't know. Like, what's the plan?
I think there's a canal that is behind the tent, running through this tent marketplace. I imagine it's much like a bazaar, with colorful spires of tents everywhere, and it's bustling and loud, and there's hundreds of smells, including the oily, thick incense that we're currently smelling. And we push through the back of the tent with the rug, and casually drop it into the canal.
Awesome. I don't think you need to roll for that. I love the image of the canal having, like, you know, bits of broken fungus and like dead rat bodies like floating down it, as like the swamp is, that's the way that the swamp is like making its way into the city. So like,
gross, yeah.
And so like the dark mage just like falls in this tattered old carpet, and just instantly is like blends into all of the muck in what was once like a pristine waterway that like fed the city.
Much like the Ganges is nowadays.
Exactly like that. Cool. Well, the dark mage is definitely dealt with. Nice. Cool. Let's see if you manage to make your way out of the city. I want one card, please. There we go. Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think this is a few days later. I think you're still in the city. You're searching for something, someone or something to lead you towards the elements. And let me have a look. Yeah. As you, where do you find lodgings? What is your lodgings as a group?
Who handles the lodgings?
Like, where do you stay?
I'm sleeping in a manger.
In a what?
A manger.
A manger in a trough full of like.
I think the coin is able to afford an inn for.
I'll take the opportunity to stay in an inn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't choose to, being a centaur, even though I feel like there's some sort of illusion magic granted to me to blend in with the humans.
I think if you walk into the inn, like there isn't like the person behind the bar is like a mighty centaur. Well, we are blessed. We're blessed today. I'm sorry that we do not have traditional rooms for your kind, but I can certainly make sure that our stables are well stocked with fine pillows and blankets, and our staff will happily serve you there.
Perfect. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I would be in the stables.
Excellent. Yeah, and like he's perfectly happy to get people to like go and bring you drinks there, and like you're welcome to stay in like the main hall and like sit like fold-legged at tables and things, but yeah, like you will get room service in the stable, so it is fine. This doesn't have to be like I make a point these days of like this doesn't have to be a world with fantasy racism. That doesn't need to be a thing. Like
Yeah.
Is nice being like, oh wait, we don't have to do that thing. The problem I think you find is if you and the sword are staying in the stables together, I think at some point during the night, like a stranger, like a hooded, not a hooded figure, like a figure in like a wide brimmed hat with like a big duster, comes and stables a huge dog there. And the dog like and like you see the innkeeper like, you know, be like walk him in and be like, your dog can stay in that section of the stable. And the hooded stranger, you know, tosses him a coin and whatnot. And yeah, the dog like he whistles and the dog immediately goes over to its little like corner. And the stranger in the broad brimmed hat and the leather duster heads inside. And the dog sleeps fitfully, making snuffling, upset noises as it goes. And it starts to get like more and more distressed sounding during the night, scratching at itself and rubbing on the ground. What will you do?
Is this anyone?
I think
The two people that are there currently are the sword and the cup.
Yeah.
But if you think that you would be there, you can be like, I was checking up on my friends, right? Like, that's totally a thing.
I'm definitely there.
I'm not.
Do you want me to take this one, Taco, or do you want to take it?
I was going to say that as I noticed the dog fitfully sleeping, I call out to it, speaking to animals with my strange tongue, asking if it's all right.
Cool.
Unbeknownst to me, it is not the dog that responds, but it is what is swarming the dog.
Yeah, let me sorry, just give me, I just want to check out, see which cards these are. They are Scythe and Coin. Yep, cool, excellent. Where are they going, Cammy? They're over here, they're yours. Messing around with cards. Yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, so you're putting your strange tongue in, and you've chosen animals, so that's cool. You're checking your soul in?
Yes.
Cool. So chuck those on top of the swarm here for me. I'm not going to throw anything else in at the moment because this is a pretty easy task to like speak with it. And what do you want to get out of this conversation?
I want to know.
You want to know like just what the situation is?
No, I want to know what we can do to help the swarm so that they will leave the dog alone, so that it can
cool. All right.
Return to a healthy life.
All right, let's flip these and
Oh dear.
Oh wait, I gotta shuffle them, dingus. Shuffle is
R.
R. Whoops. Oh gosh. R. Okay, cool. There's your 3-card Monty.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, I even get the strange tongue.
Yep. Cool. There's your soul card back, and there's.
Love me some strange tongue.
Oh god damn it, Cammy. So yeah, so like you speak to the dog, and the dog like starts to speak back, saying, "I feel like," and it like turns to you, and its eyes like it should be like tapetum lucidum, but it's not. It's just blackness.
Oh god.
And the dog is like, "I don't feel very Well, so itchy, and like as it like says like the word itchy, like its mouth like just starts to like buzz,
Oh no!
and all of these like all of these little fleas start just like pouring out of its mouth, like froth, and the fleas are like, this one is empty, it is dry, we must find more, there is more here, I smell it, blood somewhere in this room even. And yeah, the swarm, these are some kind of fleas that have been summoned up by the sickness of the swamp. And this poor traveler has led his companion through it, and his companion has been long since consumed. What will you do?
Oh no!
They seek to feast, and feast without end.
Can I be alerted to this danger?
I'm if I shout loud enough and try and try and herd the priest outside in a hurry, and shout loud enough to just try and sound the alarm before the fleas overtake somebody.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. I think that sounds like I think that sounds like the outcome of that action matters.
Okay.
So putting forward. I'm not going to put anything else on the table here. I don't think this is the play. Like, I'm waiting for the opportunity to like throw more things in.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I have one that's perfect. Dang. I have to put it in because it's like correct. You know, it's for the. All right, I'm gonna chuck this one in.
Oh no!
I can put in my sense beyond sight.
I think that that my understanding of the flea's speech causes us to be a bit forewarned that they're about to swarm towards us.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna chuck my soul in, mostly because, well, soul and lycanthropic in because my responsibilities as a shaman and the beast within are overriding any sense of fear, like reacting to the danger and trying to get people away from it. And swords coming into play where there's where I know that I'm no match for this, but like a more powerful mage or someone with something magical or something disruptive to the swarm would be better suited for this.
Sure. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, chuck those into the pile. Cool. Taco, are you chucking your soul and your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to toss my soul and my strange tongue.
Cool. All right. Let's... I think that makes sense to me. All right, so I'm going to flip them.
Would the...
Discord.
Oh, the Discord has to go in there. Sorry, yes, it does.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And would Cammy's is it maybe mentalism kick in here too? Like just as a like, okay, something is very wrong in the force, but I don't know what.
I mean, that's up to Cammy, isn't it?
Yeah, Tammy's described it as like perceiving souls almost visually, and like she was in the same space as the thing previously. If Cammy had set up some kind of like alert thing in the stable, I would say that was a thing, but I don't know if that.
Probably not.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna shuffle those. Let's. We've got 8 in here. Y'all have a pretty good chance, of like making it to
Yeah, but it feels like it would be really bad if it went wrong.
Alright.
Okay, Taco, since I botched the last big one, I'll leave the honors to you.
Oh no. Okay.
It's alright,
Let's flip this one.
Nicely done. Whose soul is that?
that would be mine.
Excellent. Cool. Can you grab that back for me?
Sure.
And then that makes it easy for me to flip these other ones. Cool. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, you so yeah, it is the sword that like gets you in safely. What does that look like, Jade?
Okay. Using my warding fetish and sort of like howling out chants of protection and like supernatural threats at the fleas. My responsibilities as a shaman are taking over in that I'm trying to like sound the alarm to someone else, but the beast within is saying, no, I'm the biggest threat. I'm on the top of the food chain. If you come near me, I will destroy you.
Yeah, cool. I love it. So yeah, there's this like moment of hesitation from the swarm of like weird, horrible fleas. Yeah, and they back off for just a moment, just long enough for you. Where do you go? Do you go inside to fetch your companions? Do you try to like flee to somewhere else? Flee. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I think we would rush inside to warn the people of the inn and gather our companions. Personally. But unless you have a compelling argument to not.
I might actually. Could I play the sword here and say, I will fetch the companions. One of us must make it to the raging elements to quell whatever wrongness is happening. You go. I'll fetch and protect the others.
I'll volunteer to go. AKA, I am fleeing from the fleas, or whatever they are.
What are we? So yeah, like at the moment, Jade and Taco are the cup and the sword are together, and I think the question is like whether they go in to fetch you as a party together or whether they split up.
Like, I feel it's prudent to split up, so at least one of us gets to the end. But at the same time, this could also be just a matter of pride for Angharad, so this could very much be the wrong decision.
Yeah, I think while you're maybe trying to ward off the fleas, I would run in to get help to come to your aid.
Cool. All right. So yeah, it sounds like the sword is keeping lookout, which is a thing that the sword is good at. While the others are like being fetched by by our centaur priest. So yeah, there's like the sound of hooves on wooden floorboards, and the doors fly open. And yeah, you call out and rouse up your companions from their beds. By the time the three of you emerge from the tavern, though, you will see the sight of your friend and the sight of a wave of black dots advancing towards them. What will you do?
What?
Run screaming?
That's an option.
I'm struggling between interfaces. Hang on.
That's right.
I want to reap many things.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So you're going to step forwards and just scythe these motherfuckers?
I want to scythe the magic that, like the collective evil that drives them, because clearly they are more than just your regular bugs.
Sure. So what are you putting in?
Mentalism and my soul, because I'm fighting against a terrible existence by just running at it.
So how are you swaying mind's full senses, waking what sleeps, or sensing beyond sight?
I am trying to sense, and because my sight is for reaping beyond the physical realm, and so I'm sensing what to reap from the bugs.
I don't think that applies here, so I'm going to pass you back your mentalism card. But I will accept the scythe and the soul. I will throw those
Could
in.
I perhaps use... Because I am just a humble shopkeeper, but I could use full senses to make them think I am a worthy target, I guess. Very
That
full
feels
of blood,
like
very juicy.
That feels like a different action.
Okay.
I'm just going to chuck
Then that's
my-
okay, I can leave it out.
Cool. Cool.
Do I get a promise because I'm...
Yep, I'm just checking.
Reaping?
Yep, I'm just checking. So I've put. So there are 3 is the other number that is there to deal with. So yeah, you can put your scythe in and your soul, and you can grab shuffle the promises and grab the top one and chuck it in as well. So just leave it down, and when we flip them, we'll put it in.
I'm curious.
Does anyone else want to join in, or is Cammy handling this solo?
I'm kind of. I think I've exhausted my use in this scene.
Sure.
Everything I've got is meant to take down something human-sized or bigger.
Not many small things. Yeah.
Yeah, that
All right.
and all my insight is at its limit now.
Yep. Cool. All right.
Unless running, screaming is distracting and a surprise, I'm not helping.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Cammy's doing the thing. Taco, are you wanting to put something forward?
No, I can't justify any of it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cammy, chuck your stuff in. I'll flip these. Yeah, chuck those in. I'll flip this, and then wait. I'll flip this. Chuck your promise in, and then shuffle, and then I will.
Oh no.
All right, Cammy, flip one. Oh, excellent! Great success. That's your promise card. Awesome. You strike a vein of victory in a single fell swoop. Actually, you described this to me because you just fucking wrecked them. Like that's awesome.
So, I look down the... Oh no, I didn't really use my mental... Kind of using the mentalism, I can see kind of where the evil fleas have come from on this traveller's path. And how it kind of links to like kind of the trail of evil. And so I kind of sidestep the swarm and undercut it through that. Like, so it looks to everyone that I've missed, but there's this kind of inaudible swing noise, like people imagine that they've heard the scythe hitting something.
It feels to me. It feels like the sound of like a metal cable being snapped.
Yeah, and then like the swarm kind of just falls apart, and like they go their and each bug goes its separate way. Like they're no longer drawn by this manifest intelligence.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. That's really cool. Nice. Okay. Well, I feel like there's probably only one encounter left because my voice is getting a bit getting a bit rough.
I should get lunch.
Yeah, so we'll do
Works
one
for
more,
me.
and then we'll do one more, and then we'll do the elements. Because the elements you will have to like actually encounter them to solve the problem as well. So let's see what your penultimate encounter is. Oh, all right. Those outside the law are neither bound by it nor protected by it. So, yeah. I think you make your way out of the city, having found like whatever information that you need, and you know the location of the raging elements up a great mountain where the spirit of the mountains sleeps but may wake yet. But as you make your way through this volcanic desolate path, I think you hear like the movement of like several people in the boulders on either side, and then this woman with like an eye patch and like two, I think she probably has like two flintlock pistols, like steps out into the road as a group of thieves like emerge from behind these boulders. And she calls out to you, "Stand and deliver, or else face your doom."
So I have, I think, an interesting solution to this, but if y'all want to fight that instead, that's fine.
I have a solution as well that's also funny and a callback to the Adventure Zone.
Also, I want to point out Jade and Jade. One of the important things with playing the sword is to remember that you can be like, "Well, I will have done this." Right, like I prepared in this way, because like I've sprung an ambush on you, so you can totally be like, "Well, no, I'm the sword." If that's a thing, if that's the approach that you want to take with the story here.
Okay.
But it's up to the group of you how you respond to how you will respond to this.
Well, okay. Kira, Cami, do you want me to respond, or do you want me to handball it off to either one of you?
I would like to hear Kira's idea first.
Okay.
You want to do my idea?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay, well, my idea is to call out and be like, "Hello, sister. It's good to see you. I will tell you the location of this rich caravan that I've scouted out for you. And this is a real caravan of people fleeing the emerging swamp with their valuables. And I want to tell them about it."
Yeah.
That's similar enough to my idea that we can do that.
Awesome. All right.
Nice.
Sounds like there's like a couple of options, a couple of people backing that. So yeah. Let me look at what I have that I feel is appropriate to the situation. I feel like this is an appropriate outcome, and I feel like this might also be an appropriate outcome.
Oh dear. So I would like to use my surprise, of course,
Yes, definitely. This is surprising.
and the fact that I'm a criminal.
Yep, those are both appropriate, and you can always check your soul in.
So those are my offerings here.
Is someone else joining in? It looks like Cami is joining in.
Cami, how are you helping out?
I am going to fuddle their mind with my mentalism
Yeah,
and
excellent.
make them think that they are your sibling, and then also I will have like a conveniently like a badge or a little motif of a trade wagon that I've once traded with, and said, "Look, we've been there, we've talked to them, we know where they are."
That's excellent. I love it. Cool.
That's pretty good.
Cool. Chuck all those in.
Does it do this for me?
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
This is really fun in this like environment. In this like
Yeah, this is nice.
yeah. Cool. All right, let's shuffle this. And I think Kiera, are you the one that's doing the pull for this one?
I think so. If
Seems
you're
like
okay
it.
with that, Jade.
I am not Jay, I am Cammy.
Sorry, sorry.
I was about to say, I didn't put in for this.
Yeah. All right. There's a
Sorry.
bunch of cards there.
A lot of them. I want this one. I think you did shuffle, right?
I did shuffle.
Good. Oh, shit.
Oh. Yeah. Cool. That's so. Yeah. I know what this one was. This one was. She's like. Sister, I haven't seen you in many years. This caravan sounds valuable, and I can see that you've already taken riches from it. But those directions are in a place that I don't know. You come with us, and show us the way, and we can reap further bounties together. Your companions, I don't care about. They're clearly and like looks at the weird kid with the weird person with the scythe and like commoner's clothes, and then the two like forest hobos. It's like your friend, your companions are clearly not as well equipped as you, or as well like as wealthy as you. So like yeah, in order for this to work, you're gonna have to leave with her.
I'm willing to accept that.
Cool. All right.
Like, just let the three of you confront elements.
All right. Grab your stuff back, folks.
Where's my stuff?
And check the band
Like,
back.
unless you want the rest of you want to do something
So this
about
is a
it.
choice that you can make. You can go with her, or she's gonna like twig that something's wrong.
Yeah, I'm willing, but you know, I'm not the only player here.
No, I mean narratively it makes sense. I mean you do always have the kind of surprise, by the way, actually I escaped Emerald Elements with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I
no,
just
Oh wow, I can do that.
I mean,
You're
but, like,
right.
it wouldn't be surprising because appearing somewhere where you're not expected is already something you've done.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call that being surprising. I would say you'd be allowed to like show
It's
up. But
fine.
you'd have to justify it
I'll be
different way.
surprising by not showing up.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Cool. I mean, that's a solid solve to the problem, right? That makes the encounter go away.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you didn't invoke or like you managed to invoke like the opposite of authority, which is real cool. Cammy, what did you just? All right. So BMO can hear you laughing and is on my headphones and is laughing along. That's adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you ascend the side of the mountain. It the tang of the swamp disappears behind you as the air is filled with another more unsettling smell, that of brimstone and of fire. And as you reach the caldera of this mountain, you see sat in the center a great stone carving, perhaps. It's of a dull grey granite, and it is a carved image of a man, a bald-headed figure. I don't think it has don't think it's clearly gendered. Sat in a lotus pose, with their eyes closed in the center of the caldera. What will you do?
Oh my god.
So I think it's my time to shine. I hear the words from the forest gods telling me what I need to say to the elements to get them onto our side, to show us the way to repel the swamp and return our city and forest to its previous splendor.
Cool. Awesome.
So
So what are you putting forward? So there's one peril there because you're in its element. I'm just going to look to see if I need to put any more perils in, if there are any here that are appropriate. Give me a second.
So I'm going to do a quick read of the situation and decide that this granite thing is clearly the slumbering elements, and we need to wake them to restore balance. And because this is naive hope, and I'm trying to wake what sleeps, I will put in my 2 cards.
Okay, that's a different action to what Taco is doing.
Oh, is it?
Like, I mean, well,
I'm
like,
just trying to talk to them. I feel like that's the same action.
oh, if you, yeah, okay, then that makes sense. Yep, cool, go for it.
I also have a way I feel I can help here, actually, even without showing up.
Yep.
I would like to have, without any of you noticing, stuck my staff in someone's belongings in a way that would be visible to this granite man.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so very surprising because this granite man is the one who gave it to me.
Oh, all right. Yeah, legit.
I think it would be placed in my pack since
Yeah.
I don't often look at my horse rear.
Yes, like sticking out.
Yeah.
Just-
I don't think it makes sense to apply your soul here, Kiara, in
I
that
was
you're not
thinking the
specifically in
same.
the place. But yeah, those other cards definitely apply. Cool. So yeah, chuck your mentalism, soul. Yep, cool.
Soul, strange tongue, and the cup.
I could have argued for crime to put it in without them noticing, but you know what?
Yeah, I don't think that's the thing that's applying here. I think you just do that. That outcome is not one that matters.
Yeah.
Could I wager, at the very least, my soul and my connection to, like, spiritual matters?
You can definitely put your soul in. Yes.
Sword, I don't think... No, I don't think I can offer an advantage through insight.
Cool.
And we're not fighting, so the rest is useless.
That's fine. Cool. All right. Well, let's flip this, chuck that extra peril in, and then shuffle it, and then deal out 12 cards. One of these to choose from. I think it's Taco doing the choice here.
Okay.
Seems like to me.
Yeah, I would be the one trying to commune with the element. Oh no!
Ooh! Oh no! You're drawn apart. So this is the peril one that came from. You're drawn apart in the process of things. So I think you wake it, but I think you step forward to speak to it, and I think the coin further back like puts their effort into like waking the sleeping things here, and I think what this looks like is that this thing its eyes open. And like burning coals stare at you as like fire erupts around the edge of the caldera, isolating you from your friends. I'm gonna just flip the rest of these real quick so that we can take them back. Flip.
This says it's success with separation, so you also succeed, right?
Yeah, you succeed. You woke it, and you can talk to it. So, but I get to basically make a move in a
PBTA
sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're separated from your friends, but you have its attention. It is listening, and it is listening only to you. The sound of the fire and the lava erupting around the edge, creating a ring of light and heat. It is as if nothing exists outside this caldera. What will you do?
So I think I think what happens is I speak to it from my soul of the forest, and it's not so much words as it's images and feelings of sunlight filtering through trees, of birds singing, of everything, of creation, of life, rather than burning and death. I think the fire is very akin to the swamp, but it's a purifying fire, and so I speak all of this through my heart to the elements to try and show them that they should be purging the swamp and freeing the forest.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm going to chuck this into the pile, and I'm going to... that needs to go in that pile. Shuffle that, and chuck one in here. Cool. So you got 3 against.
Would my staff still be helping?
Staff still helps, yep. But it's
Yeah,
no longer
because it was-
surprising.
That's worth it.
It was on me, so
It's not properly stacking.
Oh, sorry, let me... Yeah, there we go, better.
and we need go in.
Yeah, I gotta check the Discord in. Okay,
There we
cool. And is that everything?
Yeah.
Oh dear,
Alright, cool.
that's pretty
check that
scary.
Alright, shuffle.
And this is where I get burned to death by a fire elemental.
Yeah, I did
It's
put
no
that
longer
card in there.
surprising, so I can't throw in the wand.
Nope.
Or you get assimilated into the elements and you become the fire element and the forest element.
Oh, there you go. You,
Close call.
you speak to it. I mean, like, you tell me what this looks like. You convince it.
Yes, so its coal eyes are glowing with this fiery passion, and they slowly turn from this deep red color to forest green, and the fire on the edges of the caldera slowly fades down, and I think grass starts to grow on the edge as
Yeah.
it creates life from the energy that it had.
Awesome. This is what has been foreseen. Will you embark on this quest?
I smell profit, certainly.
Yeah.
I smell my house back.
Excellent. Cool. Well then, that is then what. So then, yeah. What do we see of you as you leave my strange little tent at the edge of the swamp, setting out on this quest that has been foreseen?
I call my scythe to me like Mjolnir to Thor.
Yes, that's epic, and I love it. Cool.
I think it would be Cammy was the one in the Oracle's tent, and she finds the rest of us, knowing that we're all needed to conquer this epic quest.
That sounds good.
Me.
Because I know us wooded hobos, as we were so referred to.
I'll be too Taco. And Harrod, on hearing this and deciding, pulls out the thing that she was using as a fetish and now applies the appropriate charms and spells and beneficence to make it into the thing that would become the fetish.
Yeah, that's cool. I love
Oh,
it.
and I go and pull like a letter off of the front of my general store sign to give to the thief at the end.
Yes, yes, excellent. I love it. Cool. Well, that was a really good playtest.
I liked it.
That was good.
Yeah, I had a fun time. That was
Yeah, it was really good.
Man, like the thing, like, does anyone have any? Yeah, like, hit me with your feedback. If you have criticisms or questions or things that you think were a bit awkward or.
With the card system, it worked really well in like tabletop sim. I imagine it would work really well in Roll20 if it's the same sort of shuffling system as well. But in a physical game, I can very easily see like if you weren't if the dealer didn't have a sleight of hand, the cards could be tracked. So
Yeah.
wins the game in the player's favor.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good thing to take into account. So yeah, it would be a thing of like, I mean, like the rules specifically say that the players choose randomly. So if they're tracking it, then they're not playing the game in good faith.
cheating.
But
Yeah.
so that's the thing, I guess, is
So
that like,
cheaters happen.
yeah, cheaters happen. That I feel like that's yeah.
I have.
But that's good feedback. Thank you.
So this game relies on the players cooperating to give everyone like equal.
Yeah, equal screen time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
it doesn't
and like
building for that.
yeah, there's not a mechanism that does that.
Yeah, no. I kind of did feel I was at times taking time away from everyone else to try and link all the stories in different ways. So
Yeah, no, I think I feel like we did a pretty good job of balancing that in this, and like there's a certain element in there of like I think there probably needs to be a GM principle that is like
Yeah,
yeah.
create situations that can be resolved by the different cards, by the different characters.
I think that's part of being like it's a role playing game. It's not a turn based card game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it is a
It's-
role playing game.
yeah.
It is where like the thing is that it is primarily about interacting with a fiction. Yeah.
I think we did it well, but yeah, like if a group of people who aren't expecting to have to do that, or we just don't really know how, or whatever, it could go wrong.
Yeah, I think that's the thing where some principles and agendas can probably help. Where like we say to them like this is what it should look like if you're sharing things around properly. So I think that's the thing that like where like in the same way that like there's the like principle of like be a fan of all the characters, right? Like
Yeah,
not just some of them. So
Like,
yeah.
having said that though, what is it? My lecturer at university was doing sort of a game where you like build a game using cards in a very similar manner to this.
Mm-hmm.
But the effects were quite different, but aesthetically, it still produced a game that you needed like a lot of storytelling chops to tell effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it can get into a point of like let's just go in and smack things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I doubt I could GM this.
Yeah. Right.
No, Kira actually, Kira actually did really well. Like especially with the last surprise, I was not expecting you to turn around and say, "Oh, you're like my long lost family. How you doing?
Yeah.
Listen, I've got this thing for you." So no, I'd say like Kira's actually got chops for this. This
Yeah.
definitely.
I was very impressed with everyone's storytelling skills here. Actually.
Hey, I'm blushing. You're making me blush.
Well, too
Blush
bad.
away.
You could blush away because, like, yeah, you all did really well. That was really solid role playing from everyone. So that's
Yeah.
super rad.
I had a
Cool.
good time.
Yeah. I'm so happy that was such a good and that was a different game to like the playtest before. Like we managed to make our way through encounters a bit quicker, which was really interesting to me because I felt like we were happy to like take quite decisive action, which was great. But yeah, I'm really stoked. Cool. I'm gonna like take this VOD and like cut it and chuck it up on YouTube if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm fine with that.
I'm also
the internet famous.
open to future help playtesting this if you're developing it more.
Yeah, definitely. The problem I have at the moment is I'm like, I need to playtest it more to find out what's wrong with it.
One thing is that I had the only feedback I have is Strange Tongue. It like when I first saw it, I thought it was that you would choose one at the beginning and it would always be that. It didn't occur to me until later that it was you just choose one of the 4 at the time.
I mean, the intention is that you choose one at the beginning, so that's a really valuable feedback. That like,
I think the communication went wrong there at the beginning.
Yeah, and that's fine. That just means
Same with mentalism, I guess.
Yeah. Mentalism is not a choose one. Like it specifically says choose one on the card for Strange Tongue. Whereas mentalism is mentalism. It is important that I need to make sure that the GMing principles of this game include the thing of like make sure that like you are specifically calling out the details of the cards, right? Because like that thing where I was like, I don't think mentalism applies here, because like you have to like really and like the thing where I was saying to Kiera, like you have to always be surprising. If it's not surprising to us as players, then it doesn't
isn't completely obvious from the card.
I might reword that one a little, but that definitely is a thing, where it's like GM like be harsh on rejecting cards if they don't feel like they fit the fiction.
Hey, I did manage to say surprising, didn't I?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, that was good. I liked it.
One thing specifically with sword. Hang on, shit! I don't want to flip that. I want to put it out for people to see. Like when you said earlier that like the ambush, thank you, Cammy, I'll do that. Like find advantage through like insight and opportunity and sense. It's like that kind of doesn't really sound more like foresight so much as like reading a situation for what it was.
It's supposed to be read a situation.
So it's like from what I heard from the prompt, it was like, oh, I could have like known about the bandits earlier on, and then just said, oh, well, we've just paid off pay off these mercenaries to protect us, and we'll pay them with the bounty money because they probably wanted dead or alive. Yeah.
So like the point is that like what I was suggesting there was like if you wanted to say like we spot the bandits a moment before.
Okay.
Right? With a read the situation type thing.
Okay, so all right, no, that was okay. That was probably definitely more on my part, but it's still a
it needs to be communicated more clearly on the card.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
I'm pretty curious about right now. Like, what are the other opportunities? What are the other artifacts? I'm definitely interested.
Feel free to look through the decks. That's fine. You can do that.
No. I think I'll be surprised if I play this again. I like that idea.
That's cool. Well, I think I need to take a break to give my voice a rest. What time is it?